You know what time it is?
I think it's Beer 30.
Welcome back to the show. So I guess we're adding a new segment to the show, which is what?
I think we're going to yam some grain.
What does yam some grain actually mean?
So, if one were to yam grain, they would take a nice little pinch of the grain and then thrust it into their mouth. Like so.
Zach, what do you have me eating right now?
We got some two-row brewer's malt.
One more time?
Two-row brewer's malt.
And what does that mean?
So it's like one of the base malts that I like to use in a lot of our beers. So real nice light in color. Nice sweet notes that you can obviously taste in the grain right now.
Okay.
And it's kind of just the overall general base a lot of times for most beers.
And I'm assuming that this is in maybe one of the 3 beers that we're tasting tonight?
It potentially could be.
All right. So give me kind of like a lowdown on what we got going on.
All right, man. So since it's so hot in the middle of summer, we decided that we're going to have some nice, easy drinking, refreshing pilsners that we can quench our thirst on this summer.
All right.
So we have 3 breweries here, all from the state of Georgia once again. We have New Realm. They're a fairly new brewery out of Atlanta. Actually, the brewmaster is Mitch Steele. He came from Stone. So
Stone?
Stone
Is
out
that a
in
location?
California.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Arrogant bastard.
Okay.
They've had a whole lot of huge success. But now he's over here. He just started opening up this brewery. He's part owner too. So they're doing some cool, fun stuff over there, I've heard.
Yeah, this logo's cool. What is this supposed to be? Any idea? It looks like
I think a New Realm.
almost like a dragon.
This is kind of what it looks like. Or like the guy from Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah,
But
I can see that. Got some
so
pops everywhere.
I think New Realm for them is like they're always going to be pushing the bounds of beer, like doing new things that you haven't really seen done before.
Cool. So we're gonna try.
Let's start out with that one. Yeah. Go ahead and pour us up. So it says right here that this is a nice little pilsner that they hot burst. And so hot bursting is actually where you don't add a lot of initial bittering hops in the boil. You actually throw them into the whirlpool and throw them in at the end of the boil in the whirlpool. Okay. So you don't get as much bitterness out of them, but you get more aroma and flavor from the hop in a softer, smoother atmosphere instead of it being bitter and up in front of your face. So I feel like you get that nice, like, light kind of zesty.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah,
there's not a ton of hops. I don't know. I get a nice brightness out of it, though. And it is soft and smooth. So I think that's an interesting thing to try to play around with.
Still on the toe end, I think there's still kind of like that dry, kind of like a dry taste. What goes well in regards to food for kind of like pilsners?
Well, pilsners typically originate from around the Bohemia region, I think. So they, I don't know. I guess I don't really know native food from around that area.
Well, I'm just gonna go like off like kind of like what I know. Red wine kind of has like the tannins that kind of like the dryness that cuts through kind of any sort of fat. So maybe something that's greasy, like a burger, would go well with something like this. But yeah, what would you say? Kind of any certain notes that you're hitting off of the?
I think you definitely get some of that sweetness on the nose out of the grain too. So the grain's definitely well bodied in this beer. So with pilsners too, like a lot of times, like it's a beer that the flavor of the grain is going to shine through. It's hard to kind of hide the mistakes with hops and things like that.
Got you.
So I think the grain comes across great, but you do have that nice little bit of bitterness on the back end, and it is very floral, nice and bright, kind of citrus notes in there too.
Easy to drink.
I'd pound it on a hot day.
Pound it on a hot day.
Oh yeah.
Pound it on a hot day. All right. Next one. What else? What is this?
Next, we have Red Brick, which is actually the oldest brewery in the state of Georgia. They started in 1993. So we've got the OG right here of Georgia beer. So we're going to give them a shot.
Where are they brewing out of?
They're in Atlanta. So this one's actually dry hopped with Mosaic and I think Cascade.
Is this more foamy than the other one, or?
It potentially could be because everyone's going to have their own carbonation level that they tend to roll with.
I actually prefer the smell of the first one.
It's not as pungent.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not getting any bitterness. More of like the brightness of it. Sweet,
smooth,
and
easy. Yeah, I really don't get much of the dry hop. I think adds a nice little a little bit more there on the backside than you typically get from just a standard pilsner. But I think it still really embodies the standard pilsner very well.
Got you. So when you say pilsner, like what is pilsner like? What is that?
So it's essentially it's a pale lager for the most part. If you take it back to its roots. So just a real nice light beer. You're not going to have a whole lot of bittering in there. You're actually going to have some fairly low alpha acids in there. You're going to use hops that is nothing overpowering. So usually a lot of times, every time I've made something, you're going to throw one addition in and that's it. And you just leave it at that. So, and it typically stems for a lot of German style, Czech styles, and things along those lines.
Easy to drink. I could drink this all day.
That's great.
Cool. All right. Who we got next?
And then we have Service, which is a veteran-owned brewery out of Savannah, so just right down the road.
Shout out Savannah.
What's up?
Gotcha.
I got a piece of grain in mine.
That's probably my bad.
It's okay. I'll embrace it. It's nice.
More of a smell on this one.
It is, yeah. Way more than the Red Brick had.
Cheers. I was trying to drink.
I'm just excited. I'm ready to pound some beers, Definitely, you get a whole lot more out of the grain. The sweetness is definitely there. It's nice and well-rounded, though.
Not a little bit less carbonation than that second one.
Yeah, but a little more than the first.
Not much. I'm not getting that kind of that taste. That not as much bitterness towards the end.
Because I think this one's just your standard bohemian style pilsner that they went for. So they didn't try to add any extra they didn't dry hop at the end or do the hop bursting or anything along those lines. So it's just strictly basic standard pilsner.
Nice.
But I think it's very well done.
Cool. Maybe any background story on more background story for any of these?
I know these guys over here personally, man, and they're doing some great things down here. I think they're playing around. I love that one, veteran owned. They support the military and all that jazz. That's awesome. And then two, they're cranking out some good beers. They're actually doing a new little research program, R&D program, popping out some banging beers that are real fun. But I think this is a good I would want to drink this. This is a good I'd have this in the backyard at a barbecue all day. This is my first Red Brick I've actually ever had. So very pleased. So these guys are obviously since being around in Georgia since the beginning, since '93.
Okay. Rating 1, 2, 3. What you got? And I mean, if you want to taste more,
yeah, I might have to. I'm gonna say, I think the Service, man, is my favorite right here on the table. I go Service, New Realm, and then Red Brick.
That's interesting because I'm almost exact opposite. I'm here. This is 1, and then 2, and 3.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Why do you think why do you like this one?
I don't know. Something about the not kind of there's no that bitterness isn't there. It makes it super easy to drink. I mean, of course, I'm a novice drinker. Don't drink a lot of beer at all, but that's just an easy beer to drink for me.
I agree. You know, it's a very easy beer, but I think that dry hop kind of like smooths it along there at the end too.
Got you.
I don't know. The Mosaic and the Cascade tend to like. I don't know. For me, I get a little bit on the back end.
Okay.
Right there, but it's nice and subtle and soft.
All right. Well, I think that kind of concludes the show. Thanks everybody for your support. We got a lot of feedback from last week. Let us know what you liked. Let us know what you hated. Give us some input, and please leave your comments below. What beer should we do next?
I don't know. The people are requesting stouts and sours.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's where we should go.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
we should try somewhere else.
It doesn't
Or
matter.
maybe we'll be there. You never know.
Leave them in the comments below. Let us know. All right. Thank you very much, and that's the show.